Done by dusk.
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
All this merrymaking is a joy to behold.
There's no shame in living life for its pleasures.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Quiet at last.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Always the same. They are. This place is very dreary.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Can't wait for the new equipment.
They have a banquet room here.
I only pray my water is without insecurity. I would fain aid you if you are in need. Wait for the new equipment's coming.
'Twould seem I drank such drink that I am drunk.
Are a sign that all is well.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Wealth is rooted in the soil of land.
Always the same.
They are.
Mayhap circumstances how I like it. Times are peaceful.
Wealth is rooted
I can
in the
ask the
soil
moon
of
to
land.
My sword
Whoever
arm
had
use
to
some
anyhow.
work.
This place is very dreary.
A fine place to collect my thoughts.
My sword arm use some work.
They're the same. Tired faces in the same tired frocks.
I ought to take a moment to review my affairs.
Is there nary a chance to make a fresh acquaintance? They're the same tired faces in the same tired frocks.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I always alliances with bandits.
Silence.
I've trained for this.
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation.
No sense dwelling on what others think.
I'm just grateful I can be quiet.
You can resist mine.
I'd have a better life if I found work elsewhere.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a
A place to soothe.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
A place to soothe the spirit.
There's no shame in living life.
Can't remember the last time I had a proper...
I'm not sure what's best.
Must the wind blow my fur every which way?
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
just one last
Happiness
push,
is
and
a
I'll be
full
done
schedule.
for the day.
Some patrons can be rather demanding. Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
Mayhap I'll go on an adventure of my own.
This is where I
A place to soothe the spirit, this.
Last night's patron was a delight.
So many happy voices carry on.
I bet this place has its share of secrets.
Buy me a drink.
Keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
There's ought to be said for peace.
I'm not sure what to do about that.
Where to now?
Let me think on this.
Once the day's work is done, the night is mine.
Always the same. Day after day. Just how I like it.
I'll bet this place has its share of secrets. Churns my stomach, this does.
I am the cream of the crop.
Not much going on.
The latest tidings from Melv came as 'twas a tragedy to those who... I thought to myself, and indeed, we have our sovereign, though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds. Still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime.
Where to now?
Let me think on this a moment.
The world's better for it.
There's no shame.
Once the day's work is done,
Feels eerie with no one about.
Comfort.
I find myself drawn
Last
to
night's
quiet
patron
spots
was a
like
delight.
this.
no sense dwelling on what others think.
Let me think on this a moment.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
There's no shame in living life for its pleasure. Me. Let's go to market. It's my mind.
Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first have to earn my trust. Yours is a face I'll not soon forget. Astounding. I shan't brook any boorish inquiries about my other patrons. Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first have to earn my trust.
I get along with everyone. Well, just about.
Oh, could use a rest.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
To each their own. The world's better.
Off to market I go.
Must be my winter coat growing in.
Now this is a conundrum.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour what you like.
In here.
Open up!
Open this door right now.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
My whiskers are looking at
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Time to find me a bar.
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Ah, excellent find.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence for some time now, what's more, this cannot be mere happenstance. Yet 'tis strange. I dare say 'twas not an 'tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I am glad to hear it.
Well met, sir.
It is of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge.
Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Oi there, friend. All I ask is that you hear my request. What a price, a moment.
No easy answers
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. Haven't you a lantern arisen?
You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our bones. Follow me, if you would.
Let them get the better of you.
This way, Master. Would you mind coming over here? The sky is radiant, isn't it? I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
I suppose 'tis so.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. It is rather narrow here. Be on your guard.
I only hope we encounter no foes. There, we are safely through.
You there! You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
Well met, sir. How might I
What's
be of
all this
service?
about?
Oh, look, a chest. Well, I shan't get my hopes up.
There's treasure within, I'm certain of it. But there's only one way to find out.
Greetings. I must say, I trust you are enjoying yours. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year. Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious what I know of it. Naturally, I'm not the only. You're the second. In response, she... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves. Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our... For 'tis here that thieves to begin with. Of course, you are no... Which is to say... Is there aught else you care to ask? I take... You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow...
Eyes follow us wherever we go here. 'Tis enough to make one jumpy.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on. We shall remain here.
You made it after all. Guess. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems I figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. But I suppose I can tell you. His real name is but he's been We had no choice, see? We're men and women of... That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard... But we can't have him... Me thinks he needs... Now, as to the main...
Not without its charms.
There's aught to be said.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Do take care not to stray so far next time. I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us, at last.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
We are none of us alike in vocation.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
I'll see to it your burdens are shared.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
Cyclops, where its hulking height.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Tis not long till daybreak, Master.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
town is how to spend the day.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. A place with books likely to entice Kendrick of the Gracious. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a... But hold a moment. But of course, a clever plan. Furthermore, tools, and all the while, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill would prove his...
So, the false sovereign. Operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully. We have arrived. Well met.
I shall do what I can to ensure your majesty's enthronement as the sovereign. Pray.
To today.
I have no issue.
Nodded off for a moment there.
A lonely place. Not without its charms.
All's well here. I'd best move on.
Your eyes on my back, watching.
When does my watch end?
I suppose I'd best earn my keep.
Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely Kendrick of the Gracious Hand. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? If the information we pried from, I believe it is worthy of yet official dealings twixt. Fortunately for us, however, 'tis an entry permit. I doubt any would dare. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information an oracle who once served, and from this oracle, foretold that indeed, 'twas by the oracle knows much of the Arisen.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound for the Checkpoint Rest Town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I cannot help but be wary.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Being some learn all day long.
I'm not trained for this.
Merchant, eh? Have you an entry permit? Hold a moment. That cart has priority. Lord Phaesus is come! Open the gates!
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
Only what to do can I further my
I'm starving, I am.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
This food's gone rotten. I'd best dispose of it and free up some space in my pack.
So, after breaking free of the chains of slavery that once bound you to this land, this is good. I am relieved now. Twould methinks 'tis where you are.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
One can see well into the distance from here.
Would that our strength might be restored simply by gazing upon the sight.
Let my magic imbue your...